And the other thing, as you're a new writer, you wonder, why would anybody read my book? What is it that I'm writing that anybody would want to read it? Well, you know what? Somebody out there wants to read it, regardless. Get that out of your head because we all go through that. First book we write, who's going to want to read it? And forwards later, first book. So yeah, get that out. Find, and find a really good editor was another one. I tripped up on some editors along the way. Um, I'd get books back with, oh, there's this error here, and this, people would write back and say, you have an error here, and this on this page, and I'd be like, but I did pay for an editor. So I finally found an editor in my genre who's fantastic. That makes for a better book, right? As we all
Yes.
know, as writers, anybody who's published, it's not your draft that's going to be your novel. It's just not. Great novels are made in the editing stages. So don't worry when you're starting to write your novel that everything's not perfect. It's not supposed to be. It's a live, breathing animal, in my opinion, until you publish it. And even then, you can make changes. That's what second edition and third editions are for. So, you know, and letting go a little bit about what you wrote, right? So Fearstruck is completely different from all my other novels. In fact, that my readers a lot of them have said who like psychological thrillers or thrillers, like this is the book, and I couldn't put it down.
Oh, I love it. As a
And
writer, you don't get better words than that.
right, right. Or the other things I've heard is like every one of my books has some history in them somewhere. I love history. And of course, Disturbed Tombs has history. We're talking about, Cleopatra, that time frame. But people say, I read your books because I'll be reading along and I won't know, like in Shooter's Treasure, that kind of a horse even exists, the golden horse. Never heard of it. It's a Turkish horse. Its hair is golden in the sunlight. It just shines golden. And, friends, people have written back that or in Road to Elysium. Wow, the way that book is written and the things they go through, I wonder would I have handled it that way? So hearing those kind of comments helps you grow when you're writing, finding your voice, and then learning how to describe things instead of saying she looks sad, right? You're gonna fill that out with, her face dropped and she dropped her head and a tear formed on the side of her eye, and your reader's gonna know, oh, she's sad, instead of just saying she's sad. And you learn how to describe those emotions and those feelings and those expressions better and describe scenes better as you go along. And every book, if you're doing it right and you're testing yourself and you're pushing yourself, will be better than the last one. And, I know I just, at times I go, oh, I wish I could go back and rewrite write book X and book Y. But at the same time, I have all these stories and I want to keep moving forward. So, I allow myself to say that's okay. That you were learning then, and now you're doing better, and every book should be better.